Hi, my name is Melissa Fino, and this is YouTube Tuesday. This episode is all about setting your intentions on December 1st. Yeah, you heard me right. I ain't lying. There's a whole method to my madness. Just stay with me a little while, and I kind of believe you'll start wanting to do it as well. But before we begin, my name is Melissa Fino. I am a women's worthiness coach, and you can find me over at loveyourlifecommunity.com. You can apply for one of my coaching programs over there if you're interested, or you can just go over there and get all of my freebies. There's a lot of them over there. And guess what? I promise I will not be mad at you if you just go over there for the freebies. I kind of think if you head on over there, you're probably going to stay. But right now, stay here because we're going to talk about setting your intentions on December 1st. Hit that big old like button if you're listening, and make sure to subscribe to my channel because this is going to go on for the whole entire month. So, yes, you heard it right. I set my intentions on December 1st. I know, it's kind of like a crazy idea, right? Christmas hasn't even happened. I missed the whole entire month of December. New Year's, yeah. And I'm already like, but here's the reason why. There's a big old method to my madness. I started doing this about 12 years ago. But before, when I would set New Year's goals, resolutions, intentions, whatever it was that I was setting in that time period that I was in, when it came to New Year's Eve and I actually had to sit down and think about the things that I wanted to change about myself, I was overwhelmed. I was filled with carbs from all of the food I had eaten over the holidays. I was feeling a little chunky. I'd gained a couple of pounds. I probably drank too much. I probably hadn't slept a lot. I wasn't in my healthiest form. I had so many things that I wanted to change in that moment that I was completely overwhelmed. And instead of looking back and being happy about what had just happened, I was looking back at my life with regret. It was all negative. I was just like, I don't even know. I'd look back and be like, I didn't change one thing that I set back on doing. And New Year's ended up being a holiday that I despised. It was something I didn't like when it came up. So I started to think about it and I was like, well, what can I do? I mean, besides changing my behaviors and changing my eating habits and sleeping more and drinking less and doing different things, what else could I do that would shift this? I thought about it and it probably took a couple of years, but then I was like, I'm going to try something different. I'm going to set my intentions on December 1st. And I was like, well, maybe if I set it on December 1st and I changed my behavior, when New Year's came along, maybe I'd feel a little differently. And you know what? It happened. I set intentions on December 1st and I based it on how I wanted to be happy. And I had 3 different things that I had suggested that I do. And I did all of those things all of December. And then when New Year's came along, I was like, holy, did I just do that? Did I actually change my behaviors? Do I actually feel happy right now? I did. I wasn't filled with regret on that holiday. I wasn't looking back and thinking of how I had just overindulged and done all of these things that I didn't want to do, that I felt I had to do. I wasn't anxious. I wasn't overwhelmed. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't mad at myself. Instead, I was like, girl, look at what you did in a month. Look at what you can do. I was empowered. I had built momentum to keep on going. I felt different. I had shifted my mind. And you can do that as well. If you start changing the way you think about setting intentions, you can build this incredible momentum throughout the month of December that when January 1st comes along, you don't look back at the past month or the past year with regret. Instead, you look back and you're like, if I did that in 1 month, think about all the things I can do this year. It starts the whole year off on a positive note. It's a positive reframe. It is so incredibly beautiful and inspiring what can happen when you set your intentions on December 1st. And you hold yourself accountable to go through the whole entire month with that. So let me tell you something. It takes 21 days to officially break a habit. So by the time you make it, if you start December 1st, by the time you make it to December 31st, imagine what parts of your life you can change. So much, right? So much. It's kind of like groundbreaking, I think. It's a big shift on how we think about New Year's resolutions, how we think about intentions, about how we think about setting our goals. Okay, so hit like if you like where I'm going with this, because I'm going to start talking more about how to start this process. First of all, like, yeah, I don't set goals. Goals are like, I want a brand new car. I want to get my college education. I want to have $10,000 in the bank. I want to get a husband. I want him to pay for my bills. I want him to get my nails done. Those are my goals, right? They're all based on material items. Yeah, I was kind of over acquiring all of those material items a long time ago. And I imagine that if you're watching this, you probably are as well. You want to set intentions, because intentions are based on how you want to feel. Do you want to feel happy? Do you want to be loved? Do you want to feel empowered? Do you want to feel strong? Do you want to feel, oh God, like this filled with bravado? There's so many different feelings, so many things that we can go for, that we can intend. I usually set my intentions to work on something that is going to make me happy. For some of us, we're working on building our own personal businesses. So we may set a goal that's like, I want to have $1 million business. So how are you going to do a quick reframe on that, from making it a goal to setting it as an intention? If you say, I want to build a business that's going to make me financially stable and abundant, that is your new intention. Did you see that reframe? It's not about the money. Goals are more about acquiring more material items, more wealth, which is great. But the end result is, how does that wealth, how do those material items make you feel? What ends up happening is when we set them as goals, we set the goal to graduate college. What ends up happening is on our graduation day, we spend 30 seconds or a few hours celebrating our graduation, the hard work that we invested 4 years of our lives into. But at the very end of that celebration, we're thinking about the next step, the job we have to apply for, the graduate school program that we're hoping we get accepted into. We don't spend enough time enjoying the feeling of what we just spent all of our time working towards, because we're constantly thinking of what the next step is. But if you thought about your college graduation as how you want to feel when you graduate, it's a completely different concept than I just want to graduate. And imagine how you would feel if you start doing all of these different things on December 1st. You didn't say, January 1st, I'm going to apply for this new college program. What if you did it on December 1st and you started your new year off accepted? Think about all of the ways that you can change. So, as you know, we have a 4-person holistic coaching program that's going to be a huge gift for you, which is based on setting your intentions on December 1st. So if you're feeling called for it, I would sign up for this program before it goes away, because January 1st can be the best New Year's you've ever had. I hope you'll take advantage of it, and I hope you'll come back next week, because I'm going to be talking more about setting your intentions on December 1st and how it makes you feel. And I'm also going to kind of hold myself accountable for the intention that I'm going to set, which I will share with you. All the love. Bye-bye.